Hi, I'm Riley Keough, and I'm here with ELLE, and we are doing Ask Me Anything, which I'm renaming Ask Me Almost Anything because I won't answer anything. I think that Dakota would like set the table and pick the things out and make everything look nice and pick the flowers. Kristen would cook and pick the food. I think Zoe would definitely help cook. Zoe makes a very good tapioca, so I would ask for that. I would request it. Zoe would maybe choose the music as well. It's so funny, like people are obsessed with folky porn, and now I'm really like thinking that maybe we like slept on a massive duo. Folky porn only covered like 3 songs over and over. I don't really remember what they were, but I think they were all folk bands. So we'd make more folk music. Yes, because I have 2 sisters who are gonna be 16, so I'm watching the fashion resurgence, and the thing that's the most like funny to me is like they're doing the skirts and the Uggs thing, which was always very interesting and has reappeared. I'm actually really smart. People wouldn't guess that, I think. My algorithm is mostly like moms in the kitchen making their toddlers really cool snacks that I could never make, so I just watch them. I mean, we had so much fun making that show, so you know, I think we would definitely be up for some kind of spin-off. I don't think that I particularly have the ability to write music, so I don't think I have like a future in music. I'm also, I don't see that for myself, but I certainly would sing or play music if it was required for a role. I think that like when you play a character, I definitely take things from all of them, but I don't think that there are things that I necessarily have like a way to explain. It's just sort of like an essence that kind of becomes a part of you in a way. I don't remember any like silly day in particular. Every day was fun and silly because we were laughing and having fun. I don't know. Though I can't, my life is silly. Every day is silly. Probably Stephanie, for sure. I think she's probably the toughest and probably been through the most. It was really hard to play a Sasquatch. The prosthetics and costumes were really challenging to work with, but it was really liberating in terms of performance. I think all of us had that experience. Because you're not like you're totally hidden, it allowed this freedom in performance that I've never experienced before, which I kind of wish I could now feel all the time, because you're kind of hidden and you're not thinking about like your physical body. So it was in many ways very fun and liberating, but physically it was very exhausting. I can't speak for the Sasquatch themselves, but as someone playing a Sasquatch, it was very hard to eat food with utensils. So I would recommend you to eat like soups out of spoons. By the way, after doing this film, like I have never respected anyone more than like creature actors. Like it's so hard, it's really hard. I'm quoted as saying I love Suburbia. I do, it's true. I just didn't know that was like out in the open. I think I just like this idea of this life that I didn't have growing up that's like very like normal. Well, it's interesting because I grew up in a family actually that were all musicians. My mom, did music. My father was a bass player, and everyone around who would, hang out with them and stuff were all musicians. And I never really considered music, personally. Like I played piano a little bit by ear when I was very young, but music and film and all of these things were very much in my in my mind, so it felt like an achievable goal to have, I guess. So maybe it was just more an environment where I could conceive that I could be an artist, I guess would be the benefits. I was definitely happy that it was done because it wasn't the easiest thing to do, you know, when you're grieving, to go in and write this entire book. But it was, I felt a sense of relief that it was done, but also, you know, I'm happy that her voice will be, it feels, it's very her, and it is in her voice, and she comes through so powerfully. So I feel very happy that people will get to experience her on the page. Probably that I got to spend time with my family. My experience at Graceland was usually going there for holidays or dinners, or it was just always surrounded by family and in celebration of something. So it felt very like alive and fun and warm. And when we would go, you know, we would eat dinner in the house, and it very much felt like a family home. Yes, I make New Year's resolutions, like, of course. I don't know mine for next year yet. I think we're still very much in this year, so I don't know mine for this year either. So, I would say most things that I love to do are pretty boring. I love to drive. I'm trying to think of things I actually love to do. Like, I love to like sit and think and drink coffee. I love to drink coffee. I love to drive. I feel very lucky to have a creative partner, Gina. She is my partner in writing and directing, and we run a company together, and we're best friends as well. And I just feel very lucky because I've heard that I think people often have a hard time collaborating when they're writing, and we somehow are able to make it work. And I think that's because we're respectful of one another, and also can recognize like if our ego's coming into the situation, and we're very open and have very honest conversations and just put everything out on the table and don't feel silly. And if you're creating something with somebody or writing with somebody, to just, you know, find someone who you feel comfortable sharing kind of all of yourself with, and be kind to each other. I just love traveling. So just like seeing new cities and exploring new places makes me happy. So I actually like being away from home. Thanks everybody for watching, and thank you for the great questions.